Yo, peace was good. Welcome to another hip hop album review. This is part 287. The album that we'll be reviewing today is a Sheek Louch with his second album, After Taxes, released in 2005. And it's funny because we're in tax season, so what better time to than talk about this album, right? You guys should know who Sheek Louch is. I did a review on his debut album, Walk With Me, that came out in 2003. Out of the debut albums, the solo debut albums, from the three members of the Louch, I always felt like Walk With Me was like the weakest one. My personal opinion, I didn't really care. It was cool, but it was kind of lukewarm in my opinion. I just felt like the production was the issue. You know what I mean? Now, 2 years later, he dropped this album right here. This album spawned two singles. The singles include One Name featuring Carl Thomas. Oh, I hate that song. And Kiss Your Ass Goodbye featuring Styles P. Alright? So, that is it for the singles. Let me show you what the CD looks like. Alright, you see a very young Sheek Louch. You get definitely tell this is the 2000s. White tee, do-rag, and a fitted. I mean, this is before the whole, snapback craze was going on. You know, the snapback thing didn't get popping until like I would say like roughly around 2010, 2011 is like when it started getting big. But let me show you what the CD looks like. You got Sheek Louch, After Taxes, got the lightning strike. That's really cool. Then you got D Block. Pretty much a couple of the members of D Block. All right. Show you that. All right. Alright, you got a very buff Sheek Louch. Alright. You got got Styles P, Sheek Louch in the dressing room, probably getting ready for a performance. Got Jada right here. You know what I mean? Alright, pretty cool. You got, a bunch of money. Time is money. Definitely expect a review for that. Definitely gotta do that. I just gotta write the notes for it. Alright, and then got the track listing. It's something I just realized. I didn't know until just now. So the Kiss Your Ass Goodbye remix featuring Fabulous, Beanie Siegel, and T.I. But then it also says Kiss Your Ass Goodbye remix featuring Styles P. So it's like I think that was kind of a typo. So it's something I kind of noticed too. Now let's get into the producers of the album. The producers include Buck Wild of DITC fame, very dope producer. Mr. Divine, Vinny Allen, Super Mario, fucking dope. Rockwaller, everybody should know Rockwaller, Def Squad, Eric Sermon, all that shit. Havoc of Mobb Deep, Rockwaller I mentioned before. The infamous Red Spider, he's a dope producer. Mr. Divine I mentioned before. Red Spider, DJ Twins of Redman, Def Squad fame. Vinny Allen, Super Mario I mentioned before. Coco Chanel, Alchemist. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, let's get into the features. The features include Jadakiss, Carl Thomas, J Hood, Fabulous, Beanie Siegel, T.I., Styles P, Redman, Ghostface Killer. I mentioned Jadakiss again. Alright, so those are the features of the album. Now let's get into the meat and potatoes, the track listing. I just break down some of the songs, that kind of thing. Alright, so let's start off with the intro. Track 1, the intro. To me, a dope way to start the album. It has a dope beat by Buck Wild. Love this shit. I like the line when he says, "No R&B, I ain't have no motherfucking chill on it. These other niggas song, jail niggas beat their dig on it. Now I got a couple guests, friends, and got a couple cells. Got a couple less. But I don't give a fuck. My bullet gonna go through a couple of vests." Fucking dope. So that was track 1, the intro. Dope beat, kind of like a cinematic, orchestrated type of beat. Kind of like it has like a movie feel to it. Track two, Street Music. That was another dope track right there. That was produced by Mr. Divine. I like the line when he said, "If you with me, nigga, hold him up. Rah rah rowdy, ain't it? I ain't afraid to go to war and have a nigga white tee like you fingerprinted. Every hood got him. Kind of hard to spot him. Once I'm there, tell you what you niggas short him. What the fuck is up? I ain't not excuse me. I ain't nothing up. Niggas hard till they leaking through the button up. Get at my cruise, whatever nigga who. You don't need a flight to be all jet blue. Whoo, fire. That was dope. So that was track two, Street Music, pretty much telling you like, yo, I'm more about that street shit. Like, don't expect no fluff around here. So that's what I get from that. That's all I know how to do is make street music. So, all right. Then we got track three, On the Road Again. That was produced by Super Mario and Vinny Idol. That was an okay track. It was a decent track. It didn't really do much for me. But, it just talks about him, like, being on the road, touring and traveling, and then, how it could kind of take a toll on people and shit like that. So, I could only imagine just going to flight, like, every other day, and you have no rest and no peace of mind, you know what I mean? So, I just pretty much what he talks about. So that's track three, On the Road Again. Track four, Pain, featuring Jadakiss. Dope track right there. I like the line by Sheek when he says, "The thing is loaded. Eat lunch with politicians. I don't think I voted. They see my face. They think I'm rich. I'm by myself. They think I'm bitch. They think I'm bitch until they lay in Dr. Stitch. They lay in Dr. Stitch because I clap like a nasty bitch." Whew, fire. So that was track four, Pain. Track five, 45 Minutes to Broadway. One of my favorite tracks of the album. That's produced by Havoc of Mobb Deep. Dope joint right there. I like the line when he said, "Sheek usually white tee thuggin', blue still hugging. See me with a chick, most likely be fucking. Neighbors too nosy. Chain all rosy. Fresh white ears, one squirt of Dolce. Coupe all kitted, wrist all glittered. You would think I'm hot and how low I wear my fitted. Dutch already twisted, yak all poured, about to get the hood and find me a nasty broad." Fucking dope shit right there. So that was track five, 45 Minutes to Broadway. I could definitely see that being a single, especially around that time. That would have been a dope single. Then we got track six, which is One Name. That was featuring Carl Thomas. I believe that was the second final single of the album. When I first, I totally forgot this was a single, and I forgot about that song because I never liked it. Then I don't like it now. It's just horrible. I hated it, so I didn't care for it. So that was track six, One Name, featuring Carl Thomas. Then we got track seven. Track seven, Guess Who's an interlude. Is it someone randomly called Sheek, threatening him and that kind of thing, and then like somebody call him, threaten him and things like that, just talking all this crazy shit, and then towards the end, and he responded, "Yo, who's this? Who's this? Yayo?" And then which brings up to our next track. I've been taking shots like Tony Yayo of G Unit. Track 8, Maybe If I Sing, produced by Red Spider. Obviously, that's a G Unit diss track, G U Not, all that shit. Dope track. I like the line when he said, "Hey yo, Banks, you got a half-ass flow, but fucking with homie, all you gotta get is half-ass dope. And where the fuck was that with your big ass face? When I was writing Benjamins would kill Diddy and Mace. I ain't heard of you, homie, till you blow up quick. But back then, I'm pretty sure that you was on my dick. I dropped LOX chest to chest, back to back on Clue. If you think I was Jake was whack. I wore shiny suits. Niggas knew I didn't belong, but even back then, I still never sang on the song." Whew, fire. There was another song that he did around this time called "Kill Yourself," which would have been dope on the album. Maybe If I Sing was dope, but I feel like "Kill Yourself" is a lot better. On my mixtape heads, you guys know what I'm talking about. That would have been very dope on this album, but you know, what do I know? I didn't make the album, he did, so at least I guess he felt fit that this was on the album. So this was, but it's a dope track. Really dope. I like the beat for it too. So that was track 8. Maybe if I sing, track 9, Divine, produced by Mr. Divine, featuring J Hood. I like the line by Sheek when he says, "Ayo, the moral of the story is we all can be glorious. Some of us still on our grind. That's why I walk around with this chrome 9 for whoever wanna cross this line divine. Ayo, Sheek on the street again. They know the big man's back, but still niggas don't wanna get down with the heat again. Fucking dope." So that was track 9, Divine. Dope shit. Track 10, Kiss Your Ass Goodbye, the remix, featuring Fabulous, Beanie Siegel, and T.I. Which is kind of weird because you would think the remix would be towards the end of the album, but you know, again, I didn't make the album. That was produced by Red Spider. I think Fab had the best verse in my opinion. I like the line he said, "These dickhead niggas, you shoot them, they bleed cum. Two pussies, they would just make a threesome. Throwing up quick, they you gotta buy your seeds gun. Let me do it again. Alright. Fab said, "These dickhead niggas, you shoot them, they bleed cum. Two pussies, they just making a threesome. They're growing up quick. You gotta buy your seeds guns. Now they spray a magazine before they could read one. Whew. My glass jaws had a hell of a weave run. Fucking dope. That is dope. Fab is dope, but he just doesn't have a good body of work. That's my personal opinion. He tried to cater too much to the women, and it's just like, I don't know, it just didn't do anything for me. It's not really his audience, really, man. So, but you know, what do I know? Track 11, Do Not Interrupt, interlude. It's just a skit of a dude bragging about fucking these two broads. One's a mom and daughter, and he's bragging about that, and then like just fraternizing in a street corner. Cops see them. It's like, "Yo, can y'all break that up? Yeah, I can't be chilling in the corner." And the dude telling a story like, "Yo, I'm trying to tell a story." Like, fuck out, you kind of ignore him. And the cop came like, "Yo, you gotta disperse, you gotta leave." So the dude telling the story shoots the cop. Pow! Just don't ever interrupt me. And he goes back to the story. Nigga's like, "Yo, you crazy as fuck." So I thought that was pretty funny. So that was the interlude for track 11, Do Not Interrupt interlude. So I thought it was pretty funny. Kind of random, but you know, it is what it is. Track 12, Run Up, featuring Styles P. That was produced by DJ Twins. I didn't really care for the beat too much. I thought it was okay. But I do like the line by Styles P, which I feel like he had the best verse. I like the line when he said, "He got his mans, but I'm fucking got them all in coffins. Got them all coffins. Little niggas is now mine. They swallow the barrels, find it. But they'll open up and they act tough till you poke them up. Nigga run up like you came for a marathon. Bodies in the suitcase, heads in the carry-on." Woo! Fire. Dope shit right there. So that was track 12, Run Up, featuring Styles P. Track 13, Get Up, Stand Up, featuring Redman. That's produced by Vinny Allen and Super Mario. One of my favorite tracks of the album. I fucking love that joint. I like that line by Sheek when he says, "I cook something up like Emerald's Kitchen. I put the heat to these rap dudes. Whatever, let them know who's bitching. And your security as pussy as you are, the burners come out. His big ass be the first to the car. I got goons that'll make it spark. I gotta throw a blow. Niggas ready to stage that like they licking park." Whoo! Fire. Love that shit. So that was track 13, Get Up, Stand Up, featuring Redman. Dope shit. Track 14, Pressure. That was produced by Coco Chanel. That's another dope joint right there. I like the beat for that. In this track, what I got from it, it just shows about getting peer pressure, just pressure to be something you're not. You whatever you have to do to make ends meet. You want to get a particular house or something. You have to get to drastic measures, which is like robbing people, killing people, selling work, that kind of thing. He just pretty much talks about that, like how People are pressured to do wrong things to make ends meet and that kind of thing. So that's what I got from that. I like the line when he said, "This brother's coming from work 9 to 5, minimum wage. His boss is a jerk. He can't stand being broke. He get off the bus to get him a beer and something to smoke. He thinking about getting coke. His family is hungry. Is dead real? No longer a joke. Fucking dope shit." So pretty much based on what I talked about. So that's track 14, Pressure. Track 15, Movie Niggas, featuring Ghostface Killer. Another one of my favorite tracks. Dope joint right there. I like that line by Ghostface when he said, "You know the steez when I come through steaming my stones, do it at A4 steady of cleaning my chrome. I disinfect niggas, wash them, rinse them, hang them, dry them, bang iron, and to all the top for, and all top is prolonged cause it takes science." Dope shit. Sheek when he says, "The hood guy swear trying to be circles. I don't give a fuck. I'll leave bunch of dead Urkels. I don't pillow talk. I'll tell a hoe what she needs to know. I don't care if she's thicker than pizza dough. I'm standing. I ain't even landing in the same place I used to when I to come down high. Wake up to with two bitches in between my thigh. I ain't Hollywood or rich bitch. I ain't Mickey. I just mad at the tell. I just mad at telling. I'm just mad at telling a good ass lie. Fucking dope." And this song would kind of hint of what they would have become. Wu Block. 7 years later in 2012. Was it 2012 or 20? I think it was 2012 when they dropped the Wu Block album. We need a sequel album. Sheek, Louch, and Ghostface. But I don't know. I'm kind of probably gonna hold off on that because I don't know, Ghostface's vocals nowadays, it just doesn't sound good. I get he's older, but I don't know, man. It's just like he just doesn't sound good. So that's just my personal opinion. So that was track 15, Movie Niggas. Track 16, Juice Bar Interlude. It's just a skit of Sheek, Louch, and his boy bragging about fucking bitches, smashing chicks and things like that. Sheek Louch talks about he has a date tonight, but he just needs something to kind of like get him up, if you know what I'm saying. So kind of get him going, if you will. And so they go to a juice bar, and they're trying to look for aphrodisiac, and the rest is history and that kind of thing. So that kind of thing. So kind of pointless, but kind of funny to talk about. So that's track 16, Juice Bar. Track 17, All Fed Up. That was a cool track, dope track. That was produced by Vinny Idol. In this track, he tells about getting he got caught cheating and that kind of thing. He met this chick, messing with his chick. He told him like, "Yo, I'm married. These chicks are scandalous as fuck. All hoes ain't loyal, man. She don't give a damn. She still fucks with him. They taking pictures and all that shit." And she posted on this website called allnightparties.com. You guys remember that? All my people that grew up in the 2000s, you guys know, where like they would have like you go to clubs and then they would have like a cameraman like taking pictures of random people. I was gonna go for like the people that's like the best looking and that kind of thing, kind of like to promote the club and to promote the website. And his wife found him on that website. I think it was his son found the picture on the website, and it's like, "Yo, that's not mom." And then his wife saw it, and then they caught hell and that kind of thing. And then the chick that he was messing with had the audacity to drive by Sheek Louch's crib and wave on some fucking like Fatal Attraction shit. So I thought that was pretty funny. So that was track 17, All Fed Up. Pretty much got caught cheating and that kind of trying to make amends. Track 18, Get Money, featuring Jadakiss. Dope track, one of my favorite tracks off the album. That's produced by Super Mario and Vinny Idol. I like the line by Sheek when he says, "Drama, I deal with more weed than a farmer. Point blank, ... period, comma. So gritty, but still so pretty still so pretty broke. And I get as much pussy as Diddy. Andy up, caddy all candied up. I'm all nice like I just won the Stanley Cup. Yup, stay booted up, a little yak in the cup, about to score. The homie had to shoot it up. Fucking dope. Dope shit. Jadakiss is on the chorus, so he doesn't have a verse. I kind of wish he had a verse because that is definitely right up his alley, especially around that time, was during the mixtape era. And track 19, the last track, Kiss Your Ass Goodbye remix, but it's really the original, featuring Styles P. I like the line by Sheek when he said, "Hoodie on with the all black Belushi's on. Niggas yapping till they motherfucking face is torn. Tongue is gone. 3-piece suits is warm. Hit y'all faggot ass niggas that scared to death. Talk shit when I'm around. Y'all hold y'all breath. I make murder music. My shit bang in the city. But they want me to chill since Janet showed titty. It's too much violence now since Ja Rule and 50. I don't know no other way to rap real gritty. Fucking dope." South Speed Wayne says, D Block, how's like a wolf. Give a base head $100 to towel off the coop. Style on niggas, beat something down. Fucking dope. So that's pretty much it, guys. My overall thoughts on this album. My opinion, this is his best album. My personal opinion. He definitely went in on this album. He definitely did his thing. My only gripe with the album was like some of the skits I could have done without. Could have done without the skits, honestly. I kind of feel like he held back. And for my mixtape heads, if you guys know what I'm talking about, I feel like on the mixtapes he's more raw. But on this album he tried to do that, but he couldn't really do that because of he was signed under Koch Records, so even though it was independent, but he just couldn't. I felt like he was tame. He did his thing. I felt like he could have went all out. He could have went all out. That's just my personal opinion. But dope album. Regardless of the filler tracks, the good tracks kind of outweigh the whack tracks and the skits. So definitely his best album. But yeah, Sheek Louch, After Taxes, released in 2005. I feel like his mixtapes were better than his albums, with the exception of this one. This is a dope album. Walk With Me was dope. I just felt like it was a little weak on the production side. I feel like the mixtapes at that time was better. But this album kind of makes up for it. But yeah, Sheek Louch, After Taxes, released in 2005. Let me know what you guys think. Peace!